So in this video I'm going to be showing you a coloured acrylic design set inspired by the amazing Kim 2. So first of all I've done all my natural nail prep and then come in with my CJP tips and cut them into a stiletto shape. Then filed to refine the shape, applied CJP acid primer, and then as you can see I'm coming in with CJP crystal glass as a thin clear base to all the nails. So it gives me something to file back to when my client comes back for a redesign next month. So with this set, it is a little bit back and forward. So first of all, I apply CJP birthday suit just to the nails that are going to have birthday suit on them, so that when I come back and do some more design work, the birthday suit is set a little bit. So I just apply at the cuticle and then fade down the nail, making sure it's nice and flush at that cuticle area, and then just blend it up into your tip. So these nails are going to be sort of a marbled fade nail, so I want that pink to be set before I come back in with the marbling. And this nail is a smile line nail, so I come in the reverse method, applying quite a large bead of birthday suit, pulling the corners of that bead down to the corners of the nail, getting that nice and flush with your natural nail, and then shaping the free edge of that bead. So you've got that nice deep wall as always, sort of patting and pressing to extend the nail bed to where you want it. Obviously with these nails being quite a bit longer, I have extended the nail bed quite a bit. I don't like to see too much colour. So yeah, just neaten that wall, make sure it's nice and even all the way around. Look down the barrel of the nail and you will be able to see from that angle if you've got enough thickness all the way around that wall. So it gives you something to butt your colour up to. So just keep neatening that up with your brush so it's nice and smooth and yeah, neat. And then I will come in with my cuticle bead, again applying quite a large bead, getting your brush right behind the bead so it's nice and neat at the cuticle area, and then pulling that up into your first bead. So I am applying a strength powder at the tip when I get to that bit, so I do build my apex with birthday suit. So look at it from all angles just to make sure you've got your apex in the right place. So this nail is a sort of similar to a smile line, but it's a little bit different. I build it up in the same way. So I apply birthday suit at the cuticle and pull it up. I then come in, sweep around that bead, so it's going to be a sort of cutout design if you like. So just keep sweeping that round, pressing and patting the bead into place, pulling it where I want it, smoothing it out with my brush, and then just again neatening that edge up. Again, you need that wall all the way around so you've got something to butt your next colour up to. Again, I'm using strength powders on this nail, so I need to make sure I've built my apex. Then onto this nail, it's marbling, so I apply small wet beads of crystal glass and black magic. Just applying them really quickly, not messing about, just getting them on the nail. I then get my brush into a point. I'll come in at a 90-degree angle and swirl those beads together. So it's nice and marbled. Sort of dig into it a little bit to add a bit more dimension, so you can take little bits away. You can see me pulling my brush right through the application sort of making little channels, if you like, in the acrylic. So when you will add your clear, it will add more depth to your design, and you sort of see through the clear tip. So just make sure that's all where I want it, and then come in with CJP Angel Wings and just fade it down into that cuticle area and slightly up one side wall, and then just blend it up and down, sort of blend it in so it's not a really harsh straight line. I then cap this whole nail in crystal glass, applying quite a large bead at the cuticle, getting it nice and flush and neat, and then pulling it up the nail with the belly of my brush, making sure you're checking your apex at all times to make sure you've got it in the right place. Then onto another marble nail. So in this one I'm using CJP Ash, Crystal Glass and Stone. So I do it in exactly the same way as I've did the little finger. Just swirl them all together, making that nice marble design. I then do pop my pinching tool on because I wanted to pinch this set. I then come in with my 150 grit file and refine those walls on the ring finger and the middle finger, just really holding that file at a 90-degree angle, pressing against that wall just to really make it nice and crisp and sharp. Then remove all dust and come in on this nail with CJP Black Magic, applying it up to that wall, and then I press and push that right round into the cuticle area. So I want to apologise now, I didn't realise when I was doing the video that my hair kept hanging in front of the camera. So I do apologise about that. I've tried to edit it as best I can so it doesn't get in the way too much. So I just put that black up to the wall, sort of sweep it round, and then I will come in and sharpen the edge of this and then apply another colour. So then for the coloured tip on this nail, I apply CJP Ash, get quite a large bead and apply it and then push it down into both corners. Really making sure you get right into those corners, you're not leaving any gaps or anything like that. And this is a strength powder, so you won't need to cap, so keep checking your apex to make sure it's in the right place. On this nail, I'm doing a sort of a 3-colour fade. So I apply Birthday Sue at the cuticle, blend that up into the tip. I then come in with CJP Carbon Grey, applying it at the tip and then sort of pushing and blending it down to one side. Sort of fade it and blend it into the nail as well. And then come in with CJP Stone and just do the exact same thing. Just blending it down to one side and blending it into the Carbon Grey. Then come in with Ash and blend that into the stone. Then come in with CJP Angel Wings. It's exactly the same way and just blend that out to one corner, blend it into the nail and up into the greys. And then come in with my 150 grit file and refine the edge of that black, really filing that wall like you would on a smile line, just nice and crisp. I then come in with CJP Ash and butt that up to the black, sort of taking it all the way around that wall. Don't worry too much if you go over the black. As you can see, I've gone over onto the birthday suit with the black. Because these are strength powders, I won't be capping, so they will all just file in and it'll look really nice and crisp when we're finished. Then cap the thumbnail in crystal glass. Then move on to the second hand. I'm showing you two hands in this design. As you could see a little bit of green there. That wasn't a greenie, that was some previous colour that had stained the nail bed. So this is a smile line. So exactly the same as I always do my smile lines. Get your bead on in the reverse method, blend it into your natural nail, and then get building that wall round your bead. Then come in with your cuticle bead once you're happy. Make sure you build your apex with it as well. This nail is going to be a cutout design, so I come in with CJP birthday suit at the cuticle area, neatening that up and sort of creating the wall like I would do with a smile line, but going straight across. I then come in with some threading cotton and cut into that acrylic so I get that nice, sharp, precise cut. Then just neaten that edge up. I then dip my brush into CJP Ash and then straight into Carbon Grey, and I'm applying these little bits of acrylic. This is going to be the cutout design. So I apply that and then neaten them up so they're nice sharp lines. It does take a bit of practice. You can use the threading cotton if you like, but I can normally get the crisp finish with my brush. And I will be capping this in clear, so you don't need to worry too much about any thickness. So I'll repeat this again further up the nail and then another little bit at the tip. I then come in and neaten up this smile line. So getting your file right up to that wall, holding it at a 90-degree angle and then coming round, really refining that. Remove all dust and I'll then come in with CJP Black Magic, applying that up to the wall but not over it because I'm going to come in with some glitter on top of the black. So just get it pushed round into them corners, sort of keeping a little bit of a gap so we can put some glitter on. I then come in with CJP Angel Wings and applying that up to that wall. Can go over with this, I won't be capping, even though it's glitter. Angel Wings is actually a strength powder, so it doesn't need capping. And just sort of blend that into the black and take it round to both those corners. Then apply my birthday suit base on this nail, applying it just up to your cuticle, getting it nice and neat, and then blending it into that tip. And do the same again on this nail. And the same on this nail. And then cap this cutout design, so applying a large bead of crystal glass and just capping that nail, making sure the clear fills all those little gaps. This is another marble nail, so I come in with CJP Carbon Grey, Crystal Glass and Stone, and I will just marble those all together and then come in with the angel wings at the end. And for this marble one, I dip into ash and then into black magic, and then crystal glass and the same ash and black magic again, and just again marble those together and apply the angel wings at the end. And then cap in crystal glass, ensuring you are checking your apex at all times to make sure it's in the right place. And then cap in crystal glass, ensuring you are checking your apex at all times to make sure it's in the right place. And then cap in crystal glass, ensuring you are checking your apex at all times to make sure it's in the right place. And then cap in crystal glass, ensuring you are checking your apex at all times to make sure it's in the right place. And then cap in crystal glass, ensuring you are checking your apex at all times to make sure it's in the right place. And then cap in crystal glass, ensuring you are checking your apex at all times to make sure it's in the right place. And then cap in crystal glass, ensuring you are checking your apex at all times to make sure it's in the right place. And then cap in crystal glass, ensuring you are checking your apex at all times to make sure it's in the right place. And then cap in crystal glass, ensuring you are checking your apex at all times to make sure it's in the right place. And then cap in crystal glass, ensuring you are checking your apex at all times to make sure it's in the right place. And then cap in crystal glass, ensuring you are checking your apex at all times to make sure it's in the right place. And then cap in crystal glass, ensuring you come in on this nail with angel wings, and it's a full angel wing fade, just down to one side, sort of a diagonal fade. And then cap all that in crystal glass. Then onto my filing. So I'm showing you one hand of filing because it is the same in every video. So I'm coming in with my 150 grit file, using the edge to refine those side walls, refine your free edge and your shape, come round your cuticle and then up the other side wall and then down the barrel of the nail. Just checking the nail at all angles, and this is really important. I can't stress enough that you need to check from all angles to make sure there's no bulk and it's all nice and even and your apex is in the right place. Because this was a new file, I did then come in with a more used file that doesn't have much grit left, just to remove those scratches that the new file leaves. Normally I would use a white block, but I have ran out of those. And my filing technique is the same on all these nails, just on the smile line one and the cutout one. Just make sure you really reveal those cuts so there's no shadowing and you've got none of that colour still on your birthday suit. And I will let you watch now so you don't get too bored. come in with my super shiny and glossy CJP tack free top gloss, applying it to all the nails and curing in my LED lamp for 60 seconds. Once it's come out of the lamp, just allow it to cool for a minute before you apply your cuticle oil. So if you apply it straight away, it can dull that sparkle and shine of that beautiful top coat. And here's your finished look. Thank you for watching. Really hope you've enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed doing this set.